In today's video, we're looking at one of the most destructive forces in the NBA, literally and figuratively, and that is Jimmy Butler, playing for the Miami Heat, one of the strongest two-way players in the NBA to date. And hey, we're gonna go ahead and dive into his build in NBA 2K20 and also do our best to recreate his game. Now, when we look at Jimmy Butler, he is 6'7", 232. This man is a horse, but he is classified as a two-way slasher. And that comes with perimeter defense, inside scoring, and IQ. But along with that, if we take a look at the ratings, it's a really solid build overall. Now, Jimmy Butler in 2K20 seems to be a bit underwhelming, honestly, when it comes to the ratings that I see personally. But when we try to recreate this build ourselves, we know Jimmy's game. He is chaotic on both ends of the floor, but also it's controlled. This man can really be a playmaker for his teammates, make sure everybody is involved, and if it comes down to closing time, he is the guy to handle the business. But when it comes to the defensive ratings, we are step for step with this man, especially with how our perimeter defense and lateral quickness is set up. Now, shooting and playmaking, I think we have a little bit of a nudge on him, but that finishing ability, oh, we're gonna see it. So let's see if we can channel our best Jimmy Butler impression and do what we have to do on the floor to help our team win. So we've looked at the specs, seen everything we needed to see that's important, and now it's that time we showcase it as much as possible. Fans though, let's see. I got him over there, a little bit of space.
Jesus
and one
Christ.
thing about Jimmy Butler this year, man, is that he's been on a tear still, doing everything he can for his team. And the main thing is that he's not always the primary scorer, which I truly respect of his game style, okay? Getting the teammates involved, moving the ball around to the best of our abilities out here.
Oh, you must
Yes,
be joking
indeed,
me,
that's
fella.
really good defense overall. I got my man up the floor though. Hey, that's the perfect opportunity right there. And I think too with Jimmy Butler is that he has very complementary pieces around him, i.e. somewhat similar to a Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero. Kendrick Nunn came out of nowhere this year, but homie was a baller even back in college. He just had a situation where he had to transfer schools. And then Bam coming into his own. Has so many pieces around him to really just complement his style of play. I mean, it works.
Boom,
In
shakalaka.
situations like that, man can still drive at a given moment and still get his bucket. Now, of course, would I have liked to see Jimmy Butler stay with the 76ers and possibly give that a run there? Of course. But if it didn't fit, it didn't fit. Something shouldn't have to be forced just because it sounds good. You know what I mean? We're going to the rim now. Simple moves make it work. See though, 8-5 right now. Things. Oh yeah, he's getting to it. That's a good look. Is he throwing the lob though? Yes, sir. But he's also gonna make sure his team is involved by any means.
You what?
Half court shot though? Good grief. Let's see though, big man really working down low. We like to see it. Now, as far as this build, of course, you know our stats are a little bit inflated, but the main thing here is that when I make these NBA player build videos, I'm not trying to mimic the height or the look of the player more so. I'm trying to mimic the ratings, because in the end, that's what really makes the game move in NBA 2K. If you move like the player, as far as the ratings, where it's dribbling, defense, and things of that nature, you're more likely to be like that player. Unlike being 6'8" or 6'7", whatever the case may be, and then having a 69 dribble, that doesn't help you to mimic what the player is capable of. Yes, indeed, though. Nice outlet running the floor. So, of course, with this build, we're standing at 6'5". Not necessarily the best situation, but we got bodies at the rim, though. We grabbing those. Got him up the floor one time. Hey, that's an easy playmaking assist. We have a solid game going for ourselves right now. But I got this man at the rim with something easy.
I bathe in the blues.
You know for a fact that man Jimmy B is not going to be out here without that lock takeover. Best believe. We trying everything in our power to make sure we make the right play.
Surprise,
and we're actually in those lanes. Got our mans up the floor, throwing the lob to finish the game, and that is the plays that have to happen. Quick box score check, you see it, 4 for 5, 8 points, 2 steals. Hey, that's a good look. It's only right I get you a second chance to look at this build. Let's see though, he thought he was gonna stop me from shining. Now, as far as this two-way slasher versus most two-way slashing playmakers is that this build has the ability to really just stop a lot of things at the rim, especially with the 70-something block rating that we have. Of course, rim protector badge counts. Make sure I get to space though. I want my man to have any and every opportunity to do what he need to do for his team. Got me back here though. We pulling up. All right's going down for us. And we can't sleep on the fact that that man Jimmy B is a reliable shooter. That is something he is. No sir, that is not the shot you want to see go up. Yes, indeed. He's a maestro when it comes to turning defense into offense, just like when we talked about Paul George or guys like Kawhi Leonard. These two-way players really changed the tide of the game. Oh yeah, beautiful. Opportunity running the floor out here. Big man, looking for all the opportunities in the world. He's rolling. I thought I could be there for a second. We're intimidating. Yes, indeed. Let me slow down real quick. He's trying to do everything in his power. Got him. Backdoor in front of the rim. Hey, that playmaking. Finding something where there may be nothing. Go ahead and slow that down one time though. Oh, I thought he was going to try to intimidate that man down there. And being a destructive force is important, man. It's the separation in between you being a great player and a good player in the league. That's, ooh, I didn't think he had it in his DNA to do that. I guess he thought he was going to try to pull, going into the paint, fading away, difficult shot. Now it's that time we try to put this game away. Got him. At the top, baby. This man got a slow jump shot. Got to get better. Got to make sure you hit those. Big man though, trying to make sure he get good looks. And our man couldn't get the board. That's rough. I got him across the way. Paint defender. He's not knocking it down. My guys are not hitting good open looks, and it's upsetting. So this is the point in the game where you would say a Jimmy B probably has to step up and do some special things. Make sure we're there. Beautiful defense. Now we got the board, and it's time. Let's go ahead and pull up mid-range. That's in Jimmy B's game.
I bathe in the bluff.
Now it's that time. Back in that mode that we love to see. Take over. See if we can impact it. By any means out here. Big man, not getting it. Got us up the floor. He's stopping the fast break. And it's takeover time, man. That's the one thing about Jimmy B's build you got to take into account. We got a man in the corner. Opportunity not knocking for us. And then he's going to drive. Okay, nice move. Let's go to this other side. This man is not making the right play when he needs to. That was the right play 5 seconds ago. A lot of these possessions have been slowed down by fouls and things of that nature, so we haven't had a chance to really use our takeover like that. So now, let's see what homie gonna do up the floor. Back to me. I got this man jumping. I got one more in the corner. Maybe. Leading. Green. I see him. He took an extremely difficult shot and made him pay. Big man, beautiful contest, and wow, 20-12, and we're in a really good spot. I'm making sure I get my stamina back, but it's no need. My teammates showed up in the second half and got it done. 5 for 5, perfect from the field for myself when my teammates were struggling, but they got it together. Now at this point in the video, we talk about what this build brings to the table, but also how Jimmy Butler plays in real life and just that comparison that we tried to mimic in this gameplay. He really is a true playmaker for his team, but can also be a closer by any means necessary. And I think that's a good look, especially with him transitioning from the 76ers to the Miami Heat. This team is more fitted to go around him. But outside of that, man, Jimmy Butler's play style, being a defensive force on the opposite end and also guarding the best player most of the time, even if they're in a zone, which the Miami Heat has been running a lot of this year. But with that, man, I just think with his play style nowadays, relying on his shooters like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, and other players that have stepped up, he hasn't been the guy to always take the last shot, but he set his team up for success in many situations, and I think that's something you really can't discount with a guy like Jimmy Butler. But man, if you made it to this point in the video and you enjoyed it, make sure to leave two-way in the comment section because your boy Till will truly appreciate it. And also, like and subscribe for more NBA 2K20 content, and I'll see y'all in the next one.